because I don't know what I'm doing, right? And I hate not knowing what I'm doing, because I know what I am. So it's really hard to communicate on my blog, because I don't know. I started this in 2008, and I used to like do the 7 years of trying to figure it all out, and I failed, and I hated it. So, you know, I don't think
You didn't fail.
You didn't fail. That's awesome.
Areas where you can improve.
well, I'm a healer, and I'd rather just be healing people, but I've also got to make a living, and I do my best. I don't want to be salesman. I want to communicate, and I can't, obviously, so it's got to be great.
So what is your message? What do you want to communicate?
I fell off a cliff in the Grand Canyon in 1992. It's been a journey of how to heal the body using equipment and tools that I know work. That's all.
Okay, cool. So I see that you have a header, so we know that people read from left to right. So with Monica.ca, that's usually the first thing that people see on your blog. Now after that though, it sort of gets a little bit woozy. So what would serve you better is for people to be able to figure out what your blog is about, what you're trying to communicate more quickly. So preferably in that 6-second window. So like you said, fell off the, that's a great journey, that's a great story. And you want to be able to bring that out. And whether or not you bring that story specifically out is up to you, but you have a story about healing and about, restoring people to their potential, and that is a beautiful story. So whether you want to bring that story out specifically, you probably have other journeys and stories, so you want to bring people with your journey. So what would serve you really well is put some sort of tagline or something there if you want to,
How? That's the thing, is how do you, I can't remember how to do it anymore, because I avoid it so much, I don't even know. Sometimes I'm missing my capture page from my mail out because I don't want to go back to relearn how to do it, because I did it 5 years ago, but now I don't even know how to go back to where I'm supposed to figure out how it's all connected. And get lost in all the technology, right?
Okay, cool. So we can figure that out, and you're going to be in the Design Lab Live session, so we can figure all that out. But is there any reason you like the switching background?
The guy who sold me this, I just had to make the best of it. He just sold me the template, and
Okay.
they left me. This is my third guy who's left me after selling me something. So it's just, I don't have any coaching on this. And the guys who I do mentor after, they're so ahead, and they're all nerds. They know how to do it, right? I have other things that I'm doing. I'm taking care of my mom, my kid, the cleaning, the house, all that stuff. I had time back then when my kid was younger, right? But now I've got my mom. So time. I don't have time to spend 8 hours trying to figure out code to get this to work.
Right, yeah. So let's go to your one of your blog posts. Do you want to click on one of your blog posts? Cool. So are you happy with your blog posts or
I
not?
love my blog because I'm a writer and I love taking pictures. I love design.
Awesome.
Yeah, I can manipulate the inside of my content. It's just I can't figure out how to do. Like when you told me about the metrics about how to get my who reads my this and that, I went, oh my god, I don't know. Thank God I was sick. That's why I can't.
Cool. So usually when people read your blog, they read from left to right, and so they're seeing that, and then they're seeing that. So what would benefit you a lot would be to make your header a little bit bigger, your title a little bit bigger, and then usually if they're interested in the header, they're going to keep on reading. Maybe they're going to read here. So this part would benefit you a lot if you would use it to build your audience somehow. So if people click on this, then you're sending them to Facebook. First thing you're doing is sending people to Facebook. So that is not the smartest thing that you can do if you want to keep
Because I can't remember how to put
right.
the capture.
Cool, yeah. So really awesome ideas. Lots to work on. Definitely, we all have lots to improve, definitely. But yeah, I can see where you can go. There's lots of potential in here. So definitely, you can stay strong. Yeah.
Oh, I'm pretty strong.
Yeah,
so,
awesome.
I know a good opportunity to mentor with someone very quickly.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
So Michelle, maybe we'll just do a quick intro and then Analysis.
Cool, cool.
That'll
Yeah.
speed it up.
So can you do a quick intro about what you do?
I'm going to launch a brand of jewelry, and it's jewelry for inspired living. So all my jewelry that people will buy, it will have words on them, words etched in them. So I'm doing a remarkable series. So it's for Ricky, for example, he's a father, right? So I'm a remarkable father in training. I'm a remarkable mother in training. I'm a remarkable teacher in training. We are not all perfect. Nobody is Ozzy and Harriet. So I want to give that message out that we are all remarkable people, but we are in training. We are not perfect. So that is the goal of my blog, and I put branding it under my name, but the jewelry is under Copper Nuggets. So I started a blog where I'm putting remarkable, like your commitment to excellence, for your own life. So I have started that blog, and today is my 60th day on commitment to excellence. So if you click on the blog, please. So and I want to start a readership on that. So every day, I started 60 days ago, I've been putting one, commitment to excellence, day 60, and I want to go do this 365 days a year. So I post that, and I want to post a picture of my jewelry underneath it. So it has, it has some context to it. And every piece of jewelry, I want to be able to sell it to a customer. Somebody might relate to it, a mother, a father, a teacher, or somebody who's sick. So I have these bracelets that say, I'm set for health and loving it. I'm set for success and living it. So I want to be able to show that. So I don't know how to do it. I've started this blog, nobody's reading it, but I keep posting stuff, content on it, because I know the jewelry is coming. And when I launch it in July, it will have more benefit. Like people will be able to relate to what I'm saying.
Right. Okay. Can you click on one of the blog posts, please? Yeah. Just. Okay. So that first thing, you don't want that to happen to you, because that means that people are zooming into the image. Is there any reason that you want people to zoom into the image like this?
No, I really don't know anything about blogging.
Okay. I'm totally new to it. So unless you're running a photo blog, you never really want people to zoom into this, because there's no point. All the screen is black, and you have this image. You don't want to do this unless you're a photo blogger or you're a photo because people are, there is meaning in this photo, but people have already seen it in the blog, so there's no reason for them to zoom in again. And you're just losing a lot of readers this way as well. Okay, so can you go to the build process? I guess you click on the title. See, people are confused, which means people are leaving. Okay, cool. So you're just posting this image?
Yeah.
Okay.
I make them like post.
Right. Commitment to excellence. Okay, so first thing I'll notice is that, first of all, I'm not really clear what commitment to excellence. It's a very long name, first of all. So it would benefit you to perhaps reword it a little bit so that you know what it's about right away without having to try to process that. And also, if you have 0 comments or 0 replies, you don't want to highlight that. So even on the top, I see that recent comments. When you're first starting out, you might want to take out your, don't advertise that you have no comments. That's social proof. That's native social proof that people see that no one else is on your blog. You don't plan line on your blog. But yeah, I'm sure you have a lot of great ideas. Let's go to your about page. Oh, you don't. Would it be biography? Okay, yeah. So you do want to name it about me or something simple, because biography is very technical. So on the web, people are going to be like, oh, I don't want to be reading, a whole textbook about someone's life. About me? Cool. What is this space here?
I bought a template from everything. It's not a design blog.
Okay, I see. Right. So it would serve you very well to get rid of that space, because people read this, or you lose them. They're confused. Confused readers leave. Yeah. So it's an educator. Pretty cool. Oh, okay. And your slides? Okay, so you do want to get rid of that, because that's a little distraction. Because to be honest, honest, I would have left by now. Neve and I got confused on your blog, and we're both pretty well versed on the internet, I would say. And both of us got a little bit confused. So most people would get confused. Yeah. Lots of potential. I'm very excited about your jewelry. And yeah, you can use your blog to take it to the next level if you want to create a campaign that works for you on your blog. Yeah, so keep it consistent. Yes. Someone else? Okay, awesome.
Robin.
Robin, cool. You want to give us a quick intro about what you're about?
Hey everybody.
Hi.
First of all, wow, great stuff in what you're doing. Again, 9 months ago I've been hiding away creating the Global Optimist with 3 partners, so there's 4 of us. But I wanted to create my own brand, and it's funny because I told myself when I went to get a domain name, I said if changetheworldblogger.com was available, I'll start this, so it was available. And I built that myself, and because I do a lot of writing for the Global Optimist, and I want to have my own, stuff on my own site, so this Change the World Bloggers.
Okay, cool. Is that your logo?
Up top, I haven't figured out a logo yet.
Okay, cool. And I'm not sure if it's just on the screen, but
Yeah.
on the when you're displaying an animation, is this more visible?
It's supposed to scroll. There's like 3,
Okay.
go up a little bit. Yeah, it's supposed to scroll a little
Like
bit.
the fullest. Okay.
It's supposed to be 3 sliders there.
Right.
Are they automatic?
Yeah, automatic. They're automatic
Right. Okay.
for some reason.
Okay. So after a person looks at this, they're gonna go down here. What is your purpose for this part?
I'm going to start interviewing people and sharing the experiences of, people changing the world or things that are happening on a daily basis. So
Right.
those are going to be my blog posts.
Right. So your free ebook is going to serve you really well. So you want to really make that prominent. And what I see is that this is actually different font from this. It looks really different. You want to make it the same.
Okay.
Because it is part of your content. You don't want people to think that. So this is a good tip for everyone. When you're selling something, when you're having an advertisement, even when you're doing like affiliate marketing, you don't want it to look different from your main content. You want it to look the same as your content because it's from you. You are advertising something, but you want people to know that it's from you and it's endorsed by you. People trust you if they're weird. So, making memory sound fun. Okay. And that would be your blog, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and these would be your most recent posts.
Yeah, that one's my recipe.
Okay, can you go back to it? Okay, right after that, I see that you have share buttons. Those are very prominent. And when I read this, when I scroll through this, I want to read the entire post. I don't even know what it's about. I'm not going to share it. So it would serve you better to not put share buttons right there,
Okay.
because people are less likely going to share it if they don't know what they're sharing.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
people are going to click it, and then if they like it, they'll share it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going pockets. Cool. Oh, this is about Haya.
It is.
Hi.
Yeah, there might even be a picture of you on there, huh?
Cool. Yeah, pretty, same thing on that.
This is great.
Oh.
There you are.
Isn't that
Yeah,
funny?
all minutes.
Isn't that
Okay.
funny?
Oh my gosh, we're all hungry. Okay. Wait, scroll up, please. Can you scroll up, please? Okay, so I see that you have this again. Awesome. This is going to serve you well if you can actually get people to sign up. And right now, I can see that there's room for improvement because it doesn't look like your content at all. It looks like something separate. And
Gotcha.
people, it's foreign in relation to your blog.
Okay.
3 significant steps to turn your users into reactive. Okay, so, and also make it smaller.
Okay.
Yeah, so don't have such a big space because it's just not serving you very well. Let's hang out. Yeah, and your button. Do you have an action color on your blog?
I haven't figured that out yet.
Okay, so you should have a passive color, which means like a pay attention color,
Okay.
and an action color. So your action color is where people take action, like a button, people click on it, or people, click on a link. So on your blog, you're using blue for many things, and I can see you should probably have another color as well, in addition to blue. So if blue is your action color, then, you know, maybe you want to choose green or something like that
Gotcha.
to be your pay attention color.
Okay.
So that's using, what do you call it, psychology. Yeah. Can you scroll down?
To the footer?
Yeah. Okay. So if people read your bio, what do you want them to do? How are you keeping them as a reader?
How would I keep going? Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. So I see that you have an ebook. Maybe you want to say, you know, he helps people turn dreams into reality. You know, get a free copy of the ebook. Dream World. Yeah, because if people read all your content, they're interested in you. You've got a stronghold on it, and you don't want to lose them there. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
I think the only comment that I can probably suggest is the create platform.
I was gonna ask you that, you know, like the great
Randy.
It's
And
because
It's
it's, yeah,
And
if
David.
you contrast with
And you
anyone,
too.
Yeah.
it's kind of,
Yeah, it's not that clear on the screen actually, but on there, yeah, I can see that. It would serve you better to make it lighter.
a light blue or something like that.
Light.
It's not what color it's
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, guys. Thanks.
Robin.
Journey to success.
Go ahead. Just kind
All
of,
right, contents.
go ahead.
Okay, so can anyone shout out what this blog is about? 6 seconds.
Coaching,
Awesome. Figured that out in 6 seconds. Okay, so do you want to tell us a little bit about your blog?
Actually, this is my website, and I just put the blog before the thing.
Okay.
So that is my first blog.
Okay.
And like I said, it's starting, so
Right, awesome. Cool. So what I can see is that this scrolling thing, that's a little bit distracting. Yeah. So because, yeah, it's just a little bit distracting. It's scrolling a bit too fast. And also, I see that you have a phone number here. I don't have any reason to call you right away. So it would certainly be better to put your phone number somewhere else.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you suggest that, the blog be separate totally than being part of the website? Because this is actually the website, right?
Right.
And I put the blog in there.
Okay. So what do you mean by separate?
Separate URL.
Separate, like.
A separate domain name and separate.
Yeah.
Okay. Is your blog related to this website and the business?
Yes.
Okay. Because it's related. Yeah. People will want to know that it's the same brand. Okay. So yeah. What do people call you for? I'm still not that clear.
For workshops, for coaching.
Right. So you want to say that.
Okay.
So, and I'm still, I don't know, I don't have any reason to call you if I'm a new visitor to your site. Yeah. So, blog, you don't need my title. You don't need the header. If it's a blog, people can figure it out. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, I think the other distraction is the slider.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love all the mentions in there what she does, leadership training, personal development,
Right.
leadership coaching, but it's moving so fast, people can't
Yeah.
read them or relate, right? Going back to your reason for calling.
Yeah, so what you can do is, put all these services in your, somewhere else listed where people can see all at once. And you can also use it as your title. So your title bar, you can, where do I want to say it? Yeah, right there. So leadership training, well, you can say, I'm Constance, I do all that, workshops, coaching, all that.
I was big phone number there.
Yeah, you can do that as well. Yeah, because people know what you're about anyways. Okay, do you want to scroll down, please? Is that your only blog post? or-
That's my own blog.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
like I said, I'm just trying to
Right.
do something.
Right, yeah. So I like that image. We'll also share it. And it's grounded, it has your name, your address. Yeah. I would recommend that you format this a different way. format your blog posts, because right now it's a huge chunk of text. Yeah, so you want to make smaller paragraphs. Yeah, so that would serve you better, because it's very hard to get into a huge wall of text. Yeah. Do you want to scroll up to your about page, please? About us, let me coaching for you. Okay, so first thing I noticed is that on your about page, when you go to about, you don't really want people to choose between so many choices, because that's confusing. If you have a choice, then people, it's stressful. What do I choose, what do I click? People are less likely to just not choose, because that's stressful. So can you hover over the about page on the menu? Yeah, so about us, what is coaching for you, mission. Just on the about page, I would recommend. So don't have this drop down. You can also fit all this on this page. There's no reason why not. Or you can have links to them. Yeah, but you want to have a path. You don't want to fire those people with information and text. Yeah. Awesome. 10-day, okay, so what is this? Can't really see.
There is a sign up for a tennis program.
Okay. So you want to, is red your action color? Is red your action color? Do people click on the color red on your website? Is there?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. So you should have some sort of action color for the buttons, so that people know whenever you see red, oh, okay, well, that's where I click. When I see blue, oh, that's where I pay attention when I don't click. Yeah. So I see that this is the only place that you have red here, basically. So that's standing out a lot. You want to make this thing bigger, more noticeable. So you can even make the text bolder somewhere. And it would be stronger if you have some sort of visual as well. Yeah. Do you scroll down, please? What is this image?
Oh, my representative is just put an image there.
Oh.
Just to
Okay. Okay.
It shows what's that.
Just because that is just writing,
Yeah, she-
right, and just to get
Right,
attention
okay.
to something away from the writing.
So you want to put it up there, somewhere there. You don't want it some random image. Yeah, because you're taking attention away from the listening content to that, and that goes nowhere. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Thank you.
This way,
Okay. What is this blog about? Anyone? Shout it out. Word guidance? Yeah. What does that mean? Okay. Cool. You know what? Or?
Mine's the one that's like,
Okay. Cool.
It's a website, I don't have a blog, or there is a blog in it.
Right. Okay.
I'm a coach, and I use my English, so I'm actually psychic, but I use that sort of in everything that I do.
Right. Yeah, I think I have a shopping cart. What are you selling it from?
The actual session.
Okay. Is it working for you? Are you having the results?
No, I don't get any results from it.
Yeah, I had a question, but I'm not sure what you're selling yet. I don't know what to buy.
So the let's do it is about helping you to be, better you or better what you want to do.
Let's say that.
Yeah.
Be a better you or something. Because I don't know what I'm doing. Let's do it. Do what?
Well, right, and again, it's a template.
Right.
You buy the, and it's underneath the,
Yeah, so a lot of times it's not about, you can buy a template and then you can do little
Yeah.
tweaks with it. You don't have to pay some designer or some coder like $10 to make a new one for you. You can tweak it. Let's do it. Yeah, so let's do it. I would recommend that you make that a little bit smaller or something just because it's key and you don't know what we're doing. Yeah, so it's harder for people to say yes, I do. Right here, right away, I can see that you're trying to sell something, but I don't think you're selling. So that's not something good idea. For people, that's like coming on as meeting someone the first thing you tell someone is that, hey, I sell stuff. Are you gonna be friends with that person, right? So you don't want to have that take up such a big attention on your blog. So, and I see that you have the link shopping cart, so you don't need both. Yeah. So that's pretty distracting. Great clear, ready to receive clarity, and great duration. Okay. So let's go to the next one. Okay. Right, okay. Cool, so let's go to your about page. Let's see that. What's my favorite trends?
Actually, it's with moth.
Oh, okay.
Well, there is, yeah. Okay.
Right.
So I have to be on.
Right. Yeah, and, oh. Okay, cool. Okay,
That 404 error.
yeah, you don't want any 4 errors.
Yeah.
People aren't going to buy anything if you have errors. Okay, so you don't need this, Christine, no?
Just without.
Yeah, just without. That would be good. Yeah. Because you have it over there. People want to know about. I like this. Intuitive healer who has an uncanny knack of getting to the heart of the problem. You don't need this to talk about a person because people know what they're looking on. And this will, in SEO, this will do you well instead of something that's just about. Yeah. Look the left you want. Awesome. Yeah, I like that. Testimonials. Good. Maybe you want to make it more legible. So I'm very close to the screen. I can't really see. Yeah, but are you just using italics? You're using WordPress, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
WordPress is heading, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So have you ever tried the quote, the blog quote?
No.
Okay, try that and see how it looks. Usually themes have that built in, and that will emphasize this more. Yeah. Okay, slow down please. For some of the adventures of this week. No comments? Okay, what do you want people to say on your about page?
I'm done.
So usually it's just like, hi Christine, I met you tonight.
Yeah.
Last week at the party. Yeah, so if it's not that important for you, yeah, because this is permanent. This is on your page forever. This is what all your customers see. Is that the end? Do you want to slow down? Yeah, okay. Cool. Yeah, you want to go up there? Go up to the top? Yeah, okay, so I see that you have two navigations. You want to simplify that into one, if possible.
Yeah.
Or have a strong reason of separating it if you must have two. So maybe it's like money and resources or something if you must have two. But usually you want to have one because very few people are going to read through. And if you have two, then that means that you're not focusing your content. You're not. And your design. This is going to scatter people on your design. Yeah, thank you so much. Oh, and remember to not capitalize this or capitalize everything. Make it consistent. Okay, thank you.
Good question, where you say permission is to, is that as good as I am, or should it always be third person, you think, or what?
It's up to you. It's your audience, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What is this about?
I'm pretty new and I wasn't exactly sure what I used in WordCast, but
Right,
it's
right.
about, the idea behind my blog is that it's about not being an expert in anything.
Right,
Just
right.
going forth and doing new things. And I kind of got lost a little bit because I'm trying to find my brand and my voice and my audience and
Right,
sort
right.
of, so there's not a lot on it
Okay.
except for my content.
Right.
And so, yeah.
Okay,
basically,
awesome.
it.
So first thing I see that is that you have an about page. So that's good.
Okay.
So you need that. Yeah, do you want to scroll down please? Okay. So this is the feed of your blog post, is that right?
Yeah, I just used I'm not sure I like the design of what I picked.
Okay.
because I don't think it serves, it's kind of weird, the space.
Right, yeah. So this is not on purpose like this?
The spacing is just how it formats when I cut and paste my writing into it.
Okay.
So it's not, it's just how it formats.
Okay. So what are you writing in?
I write in like OpenOffice and then I cut and paste it in. I don't write it in
Yeah.
because I want to do like spell checks and all that. And
Okay.
I don't know.
Right.
It gets.
Okay, so what you want to do is when you paste it onto your text in WordPress, you want to change to HTML so that it doesn't paste all the code as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's this box at the top. You can choose HTML. So if you're on the bottom, you're on the setting on the right, you want to choose tab to the. You're on the setting on the left. You want to choose tab to the right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is plain text.
Yeah, it's plain text. Yeah.
Plain text. Okay.
Yeah. So that's gonna get rid of all that junk for you.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So do you want to scroll up, please? Is there any reason you don't want to send the sidebar, or just close the menu?
Well, it also was on the bottom for some reason. I didn't realize it with this theme. It's
Oh,
kind
okay.
of like,
Sorry.
yeah, like it does it like that.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't really figure out why. I know that this particular theme might not be the right theme. But I just was focusing on trying to create content.
Right.
too,
Awesome.
So
Yeah. Cool.
kind of, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Is there any reason there's two columns?
I don't know why I did that.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
My lack of understanding the format maybe, but I could try. I was trying to figure out how. I don't know. It's not obvious to me why it's like that.
Right. Okay. So you don't want repeating content like that. First of all, it's like people are wasting attention on that when they could be on the content or somewhere else, right?
Right.
Yeah. And second, it doesn't look very legit. Like it looks a little bit spammy if you're,
Yeah.
repeating content like that.
Yeah.
So, and categories, if you want to list it, it would serve you better to, drill down on your main categories. And not
Right.
have them, because people aren't going to be doing them
Right.
every single one.
Right.
And it helps you focus your blog as well.
Yeah.
These are your main categories.
Okay.
Blog, yeah.
Okay.
You have your journey. I like your topic. You want to say topic, learning. It's pretty, people like that.
Okay.
It's a good topic. You want to go to the about page? So how are we keeping readers?
Well, the thing is I don't have a lot of them.
Right.
Because I was trying to sort of find my voice and my point, I guess. There was like, I like the idea of this, but I didn't know how to develop it.
Right.
So I'm actually gonna do the design on it. I think that will help me. But just like the readers who read it are my friends. So I don't know.
Yeah, but that's a good starting point because your friends can tell their friends.
Right.
And that's going to do well because that's the type of person that you want to be your blog, right?
Right.
Yeah, so, but are you, is your blog, are you intending your blog to be a little bit more anonymous, or are you okay with putting your name on it and your face on it?
Well, this is the thing, is I have a day job.
Okay.
I would love to one day not have a day job and not do my job.
Right.
But it's a corporate job.
Okay.
And so I don't mind putting my face out there.
Right.
I've been struggling with this whole question, and that's actually why you don't see me social media. I'm not on a lot of social media.
Right.
Because I'm worried about like having control over that. So that's like a whole other reason why I'm here too. But I'm starting to realize that I can actually section that off. It's just trying to understand, because I have this stupid corporate job, that they're gonna. I don't want to be taken to task, because some of the things I blog about are real life things.
Yeah,
personal
I
things.
totally know what you mean. Yeah.
So that's been a tension that I'm.
Okay, cool. And do you want to scroll down really quickly? So your about page is a great, so it's the sidebar. So it's a great way to keep readers.
Right.
Build readers, yeah. So you want some way to build readers that way. But yeah, that's an issue that, you know, corporate versus your personal and your blogging, that's a big issue that a lot of people struggle with. So, you know, yeah, that's something that I have to deal with as well.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Build foolish consistency as the brand,
Right,
would be the driving force behind it.
right,
If that concept still is a challenge as well.
yeah, okay.
And I guess you can always create a foolish consistency, Facebook identity, and Pinterest identity, and Twitter identity.
Right.
So it doesn't have to be your.
Yeah, and which I just learned, so I'm on it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Thank you.
Awesome, thank you. Yeah, so I have Design Lab signups if you guys are interested. Totally would love to bring you guys to join us. Thank you.
Awesome, let's give a round of applause. So that was a chance to see Grace in action. She knows the stuff, doesn't she? It was so amazing how perceptive you are, Grace. Just like right away you can figure out what's wrong and what can be improved, so well done.
Been doing it for a while.
And thanks to everyone who volunteered, that was great. Now we have a lunch. Lunch is all served over here in the kitchen. Washrooms are here. You know, feel free to go in the courtyard if you need to go downstairs. Make sure you talk to Monica or Warren, and we'll be back in 40 minutes. So thanks, guys.
Every